it may have been a little bit longer coming than you would have wanted, but first win of the season, how does that feel?
Really, really happy for the players, for the staff and for the fans. We've drew 2 games at home here, been frustrating, and we've had 2 difficult away defeats plus a draw, but so happy for the players. We showed great courage the other day to hang on to 80 minutes at 1-1, and a ridiculous decision for sending a player off, which will get rescinded, sort of cost us the game really. But look, Charlie were good for their win on Saturday, but I thought that decision changed it. And I said to the boys, I reminded them we're a good passing side. We're actually first in the stats of both leagues passing into the final third. 73 entries or something from a pass. So little stats like that gives you belief, and we had the meeting before how we're going to keep our identity and play through the thirds, but now we've got that option of Bard up top. So when we have to mix it, I think he showed in the second half how good a player he will be for us.
How difficult has it been for you? Were you starting to feel a little bit of pressure, the fact that you hadn't got a win, as unlucky as you've been in a couple of games?
You always do feel pressure, but I played for a lot of sides that have been dogged and resolute down the bottom of the table, so I just take it with a pinch of salt and move on to the next one. In my playing career, I've always done that, so I think I've got a fairly strong personality, and it's just brilliant for Adrian Whitbread and Paul Jones as well, because as I say, when I come into my first job, it's so important to have someone with his experience and know-how of just steadying the ship. And it's just, as we said earlier, we got back in yesterday, get back on the horse and we go again. And delighted for myself, for everybody, but especially for the fans here, because we mentioned it, when we're playing well, the crowds go up, and it's so important here that we make this place really tough place to come to, because it's a tough place to get to. So we know the journeys people have, and we got to start games bright like we did, and hopefully this is a real stepping stone for something great.
You started the first half really, really well, and you did the second half, and as soon as you scored that goal, you could just see the confidence lift, couldn't you?
Yeah, Alfreton, what a great setup they have in terms of they're always in and around the playoffs. They know what they are. They put the balls in their box from everywhere, throw-ins, corners, and to a man we defended brilliantly, and we made them aware that was their main threat. But as you said, we started the first half great from open play with crosses into the box, Bard had a chance, Ben had a chance, and we just mentioned at half time, don't get frustrated, because we were getting in their half and then forcing it. It's like, it's tiring them out if you keep the ball. A sideways pass isn't a bad pass at home, because the space will open up. And you see straight away when Josh got it for the first goal, out to Cliffy, cross, Bart there at the back post. That stuff is so pleasing for our staff, because that's stuff we work on all week. So yeah, really, really happy.
I think in the press box today, there could have been 5 or 6 man of the matches. Does that show does that show the level of performance today?
Yeah, again, the difference today was taking the lead. I think you saw here and you saw away from home, we've always been sort of chasing, still trying to play our style, but we took the lead today. We got the second, and as I say, unfortunately we gave the pen away, which was really sloppy, but even after the pen, I think substitutions come on, made a difference. Brilliant, delighted.
Yours was a blatant penalty, but I wasn't quite so sure about theirs. What did you feel on that?
He had a great angle of it. I thought he wasn't going to get onto the ball, but there was contact, if you know what I mean. I thought the ball was going out, and I'm still not sure about the red card. I thought the player touched it, and the guy should have been sent off, but I'll have to watch that back. But you saw when the game got stretched, the chances we had. Stevens hit the post. Hughes nearly scored at the end. Ishmael made a great impact. So, yeah, the penalties, ours was definitely a penalty, and not sure about theirs, but I'll have to watch it back.
You mentioned that you had the players in yesterday. What have you said to them after what happened on Saturday? What has been said to the players?
I think the big thing is, look, we're a full-time team. We need to make that extra effort and put the hours in. Back to basics, play to our strengths, do the extra hours, and believe in yourselves, because it will come right. And I had lads turning up yesterday with their kids, because it was a last-minute decision, and it just goes to show the team spirit in there that we're building. And in a way, it's my team now, because we've got that win. We've got new players in the pitch starting, and as I say, I'm going to build on that, and we're not going to obviously rest on our laurels.
At half-time, I would imagine you'd have said thank you to Paul Jones. Just safe handling from the difficult crosses, and then a couple of extraordinary saves, one which was ridiculous. Good old head on him.
He's brilliant. He's on the staff as well, so he's caught in between the dressing room and in our room, but he's certainly one of the players, and he's going to be brilliant for us this year. as you said, we know what Alfreton were like, and we went with Jonah ahead of Ronnie because of the balls, the long throws and the crosses, and it's effective, so why wouldn't you do it? They've got the players to do that, and if I had a long throw like that, I'd certainly be doing it. But yeah, Jonah is great, brilliant. Again, he come in yesterday, and it's just great effort from everyone the last 3 days after a disappointing result.
And nice to see your new striker get on the target, even if the referee didn't think he was being fouled for most of the half.
At the start, hopefully it's not like Goldie, where because he's so big he doesn't get fouls. And we'll have a quiet word in the referee's ears before games, because he's a good player. He's a good player, and he's got to work hard, because he's had clubs where he's gone in on loan, and now this is his home. He signed a 2-year deal. He's going to move down, so he knows he's got a platform here to kick on, as well as other players. But great to get his first goal at home.
A lot of sports people, or probably sports managers, who would say a lot of sport is played between the ears. And when his goal went in, it did look like there was a sea change in the mentality, even though we had the 2 penalties quite quickly. The mentality on and off the field.
Yeah. To be fair, we give him a little bit of rock at half time, because the referee wasn't giving much fouls either way. So we told him to be more physical, and he got on the end of that cross, and then, as you said, it was just like, wow, I can do this here. And he's really mobile. He wins his headers. He brings our 10s into play. But yeah, he's got a lot of work to do, because he's not played many games, not played regularly. So we'll have to work and manage that. But yeah, the goal certainly lifted him. And
everybody else, I think, didn't it?
And everybody in the crowd. And when the second one in, I was hoping for the third and fourth. But yeah, we give the sloppy penalty away. So then it was back to rolling your sleeves up time, which we've done for all our draws. But today we had that quality in front of goal.
Your back line was excellent. Manny is going to be one hell of a player. The guy we do know is a hell of a player is Kyle, who first ever pre-season, I think, at Lynn, he's actually come through, but thumping in the headers, like you, mate.
Captain, leader. Manny's tremendous athlete, gets tight to people. He can also play in midfield. He was nearly playing there today. Josh Coulson, leader, and we've got Adam Crowther to come back in, so we've got a headache there. But they'll be really disappointed with the penalty. But I'm happy they didn't score from open play, because they were dangerous today, and the back three and the wing backs all had their part keeping a clean sheet from open play, as they say.
Have you got any other injuries that we ought to know of? I know Adam was in the stand, but everybody else was...
We've still got Adam, Tommy Dixon-Hodge and Cameron Harden to come back into the group.
Nice.
So all regular starters last year. It's pleasing for me, but I always said it gives people opportunities. And we're a young side. I find that when we've gone away from home, we've missed that experience in midfield, but we've got to be more energetic in the opposition now because of our youth. We've got to impose that and keep saying about identity and how we play, and told the lads I'm going to stick to it. And paid off today. Let's go again Farsley next week.
So you're up and running.
Yeah.
You can't now go backwards. You must keep going forwards, mustn't you?
No, we certainly won't, and that's the benefit of full time, because we've got time to analyse it and we've got time to train. And I'm not going to use that just to say we're full time, because I think Paul Jones said after the game on Saturday, Chorley, people want to beat us because where we finished last year. Chorley really wanted to beat us because what happened against them. So the lads have to take that sort of pressure, stick their shoulders out and play well.